Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. The Smurfs was one of my favorite cartoons to watch when I was growing up. So when Sony announced they were doing a movie, I got pretty excited. That is, until I found out the whole thing would take place in modern day New York, and most of the focus would be on the human characters. The Smurfs are creatures that live in medieval Europe with dragons and wizards. Why stick them in modern day New York? The first movie was bad, and the sequel was even worse. There are a few things I like about them. I love the fact they got Jonathan Winters, who voiced Grandpa in the original show, to voice Papa Smurf. Hank Azaria was the perfect Gargamel, and Gutsy was a good addition to the Smurf family, even if he was kinda like hefty. The movie spawned two holiday specials. The first being The Smurfs, A Christmas Carol, which I'll talk about in a future video. And the subject of today's video, The Smurfs, The Legend of Smurfy Hollow. Is it as good as the show, or is it a rotten smurfberry? Let's find out. The special starts off in CG, where Hefty, Clumsy, and Panicky are stuck in the woods after their cart lost a wheel. They decide to roast smurfberries and tell a ghost story, just to pass the time. And who is the one to tell the story? Why, narrator Smurf, of course. I guess he just shows up when a story needs to be told. As narrator starts off the story, the special then goes into traditional animation. Papa Smurf announces the start of the annual Smurfberry hunt. The rules are simple. Each Smurf goes out to gather as much Smurfberries as they can. The one who gathers the most is the winner. And the Smurf who has won the contest for the last 9 years was none other than Brainy Smurf. As you might have guessed, Brainy loves to brag about it, causing Gutsy to grow jealous. Tired of seeing Brainy win all the time, Gutsy decides to follow him to see where he's been getting all of his Smurfberries. It turns out Brainy has been gathering his Smurfberries in the one place they were told not to go, Smurfy Hollow. The reason why Smurfy Hollow is off limits is because that's where the Headless Horseman lives. Brainy reasoned years ago that the Headless Horseman couldn't possibly be real. Because how would he be able to tell which direction to ride in if he didn't have a head? Can't argue with his logic. Wanting to get back at Brainy, Gutsy uses a branch to cast a shadow that makes it look like the Headless Horseman. Brainy runs off in fear and gets caught in one of Gargamel's traps. Gutsy then gathers as many Smurfberries as he can and returns to the village. It looks like he is the winner. There is one problem. Brainy hasn't showed up yet. Feeling guilty for scaring him, Gutsy goes out to find Brainy. Smurfette tags along because she thought he acted weird back at the village. The good news is that they found Brainy. The bad news is that they too get caught in one of Gargamel's traps. Gutsy confesses to deceiving Brainy. The two argue over whose fault it is that they got in this situation, when Smurfette reminds them that Gargamel is coming. They set aside their differences to work together to get out of their cages. All but Smurfette was able to escape. It doesn't pay to be the voice of reason, does it? Gargamel shows up, and it looks like trouble for Smurfette, until the Headless Horseman arrives. The Smurfs, Gargamel, and Azrael run to the safety of the bridge, because remember, once you cross that bridge, my friend, the ghost is through. his power ends. Gargamel teases the ghost, but learns that pumpkins can cross the bridge. Once they return to the village, Gutsy and Brainy apologize to each other for the things they did. But who should get the medal? After a fight, the medal ends up with Lazy, who is declared the winner. As the Smurfs start to dance, we find out that the Headless Horseman was a goat, who looks like Pee-wee's goat Baguette that Papa Smurf enchanted. The special ends with narrator, Hefty, Clumsy, and Panicky being chased by bats. The Legend of Smurfy Hollow is way better than the movies. The special kept the Smurfs in their own time, and the story actually focused on them. I also love the fact that through most of the special, it was in 2D. As good as the Smurfs look in 3D, there is no denying that they look best in 2D. If you're a fan of the original cartoon or the comics, check it out. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.